Damn, I lucky don't even know how to do this anymore. Alright, so greetings, salutations. This is clearly Kino. I'm gonna let the beat keep playing in the background. I fuck with this beat very heavily. It's from one of the producers that we're working with, and he's amazing, and he's an artist all around. Like, he makes a lot of the cover art, and I just love his illustrations and everything. But yeah. Hey, what's up? I tried to make this episode a whole bunch of times. I wanted to drop this on New Year's because, you know, this is the year of the 8, and 8 is infinite. But I don't know. I thought that I wanted to. No, I just kept procrastinating. That's the truth. Not even procrastinating because I've been working. It's just I've been doing a whole bunch of other shit that's not this. However, here we are back on the Nebuchadnezzar, and allow me to explain my absence. So, primarily the reason why I haven't dropped an episode is because I actually recorded. In the schedule that I was supposed to, I recorded maybe 4 or 5 episodes back when I was doing it consistently, and every one of them either was corrupted or just recording them was a pain in the ass. Like, even the episode I did with my last guest I had on here, it was very difficult to record, and I had to use a software I didn't like. And that's all the excuses I have. but yeah. And the last guest that I had on here, good friend of mine, it's just I didn't enjoy listening back to the conversation. I didn't enjoy it. And that's no fault to him. It's my fault because I'm the host. But it felt more like an interview than a conversation. And I wanted this to always feel like impromptu, improv, and blase because I never really write shit down. I only wrote shit down in that last conversation. Otherwise, it's really just off the top, like what's going on currently. So, with that being said, we're back on track, and I don't think that I'm gonna have guests as often as I did. I mean, some guests were lit, and I think that's all has to do with my comfortability with actually me being away from the podcast. I clearly can't speak anymore, so we're gonna just get back on the bike and see what's going on. But yeah, it's 2024. 2 plus 2, 4, plus another 4 is 8. So watch what you speak into existence for this year. This year is actually your year. We're in the age of Aquarius, and this year is infinite, even though the new year doesn't really start until spring. So you still have time. But you could start from now, you know, just do whatever you want to do. And that's the mood that I recently got back into. I think working a job, you know, like a 9 to 5, it actually trains your brain to be more rigid and slave-like. It's difficult to just go there, collect a check, and then as soon as you leave the premises, you are once again yourself. I believe everything that you do ritualistically, and the habit of going to work and having a supervisor and having obligations that you didn't choose and things of that nature, it does take a toll on your personality, your persona. You would develop a work persona that over time becomes your personality. So I think that's where people's most of the time, that's where their dreams die. So I luckily woke up from that before any actual damage was done. But yeah, 2024 started off amazingly. R.P. Kobe. Shout out Cat Williams. I'm a big fan of comedy. Um, I wanted to be a stand up. I still might do a special or whatever, a little 10-minute joint, a few of those and drop them and whatnot. But no, I'm a big fan of comedy. Any city I go to, I'm in the comedy clubs. But no, I've been a big fan of Cat since I was like 13. And I didn't say younger because, of course, I knew who Cat Williams. Oh, no, not I can't even say I knew who Cat Williams was, but I definitely seen his like roles, and I thought he was funny. But I didn't know his name. I didn't think he. I didn't. You know who put me on to Cat Williams? It was this fat white kid in school. I don't remember his name though. But he was one of those kids that just wore like over your head type headphones and didn't do any work and brought a laptop to school. But yeah, we would sit in class and just watch Pimp Chronicles and Tenacious D. Shout out to him. He put me on some fire ass shit. But yeah, no, Cat Williams clearly started the year off with just truth, and that's like my favorite sport. So that's how we're gonna move from now on. Now, comedy is an interesting place too, because a lot of people think comedy is dead because people are soft. But every comedy show that I've been to has been like it has been difficult to get tickets, but it's been packed out. Some shows I have to miss because I procrastinated buying tickets, and it's just fuck. But I mean, and you know what's interesting right now? Comedians will say that society has gotten soft, and that them saying that has made a divide in comedy as a whole. It's one group of people that are rage baiting, and they're saying salacious things for shock value that aren't funny, right? And then they're like, people don't like that joke because I said retarded. But no, people don't like that joke because it wasn't funny. I come from the school of everything is funny. You should be allowed to make fun of everybody. I believe I talked about that on this podcast before. But the other side is, you know, there's certain words that we can't say anymore, which was Cat Williams' whole thing on Club Shay Shay, is, you know, you're allowed to use words until you aren't anymore. And just be funny. I don't care which camp you are on, just be funny. But that's my whole take on that. What else happened recently? Oh, I want to talk about what this podcast is going to become. Okay, so I'm going to actually begin to do research. I know. Listen, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start doing research about topics that I actually give a fuck about because I'm getting into politics and philosophy, and I like rambling. If you ever heard a song by me, that's me like rambling with rhythm. So I want to do this and just be able to ramble and have fun, but about topics I actually care about. So politics, I'm gonna research. I think it's a great time for me personally to start talking about these ideas I have more because I'm undecided on what political party has my best interest at heart. So you're going to be able to see that in real time. So I think it'll be entertaining and whatnot. Yeah, so this I want to release this podcast weekly, and I don't know how long the episodes would be. I don't really care how long those episodes are gonna be. I think my average is 50 minutes. I'm just gonna try to do 20 minutes of great quality, whatever, and then go about my day. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I'm gonna have guests as well because this is a table of like-minded individuals having an interesting conversation about who's a what's it's. Yeah. So, other than that, Jewish channels. You know what I mean? I warned you. What can I say? I told you they had shovels under their hats. I knew it. You know what's interesting? They're trying to connect this to a child sex trafficking ring as well. Well, no, they're not trying to connect it to a child sex trafficking ring. They're saying that it is a child sex trafficking ring, which is a big difference. Okay. Um, yeah, I don't know. I said I was gonna do research, but like the fact that I tried to record this episode a few times and just scrapped it and blah blah blah. I just wanted to get this first episode back out as soon as possible. So I didn't do any research yet, right? But this is crazy. And what's interesting is that I've heard everything is I heard. I don't care. I heard that and if you're Jewish, please tell me what well you can't tell me shit. If you're Jewish, work at the New York synagogue. And you know what's crazy? Why did they close it so fast? You know, they should go down there and test that blood and excrement that they found on twin size mattresses down there, child size mattresses. They should find out whose blood is that. Because let's just say it's the rabbis, you know? Let's just say it's all right. Look, it's either it's a Jewish person's blood. I know that for a fact. I don't know that for a fact. But the likelihood of it being a Jewish person's blood. I love Jews. Let me say that. I'm just worried for, you know, so and so Steinberg's well being, really. So I feel like we should go back down there, test the blood. Maybe there's a bloody nose. Maybe there's a paper cut, untreated. I have no idea. You know, a lot of Jewish people have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. So it could just be, you know, I hate paying movers. Yeah, I hate paying movers. So I much rather call somebody I trust, let's say a family member, somebody that belongs to the same race as me, same religion, same beliefs, you know. Somebody I knew for a long time. Possibly we go to the same church and fear the same God, right? So if I wanted to move my mattress from one location to a next, A to B, as fast as possible without any traffic, right? Traffic. Without any traffic, I would dig a tunnel too. I would dig a tunnel, call my friend, and we transport it in the tunnel. Now, let's just say on that ride, on that transport, my IBS acts up. I have an accident, my pot not really going, I mean, hate, like, shame me. It's gonna be like, damn, you shitted yourself, shitty booty ass, da 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 da. But we're gonna keep that in the house. We're not gonna like tell anybody else. So, and then let's say I also tripped. There's barely any lights down there. So I trip, bloody nose, IBS, my mattress. That is the most plausible thing I could think of for why those three things would be in a tunnel. And that makes sense to me. I believe that wholeheartedly. But I just want to make sure that that rabbi is good now. So that's why I would like just a little investigation. You know what I mean? Just to find out who so and so. Let's get a GoFundMe for him. Because unlike other people, I don't believe that Jewish people just love money, love money, love money. I think that everybody can use, Canada has free healthcare. The United States doesn't fuck with their population as much. So if he's hurting that bad, a GoFundMe can only help, is all I'm saying. I love all Jewish people. I love all the Jewish people I love everybody. So that's all I'm saying. Let's get this guy some help. Yeah. But speaking of Jewish people, while we're on this subject, and I never talked about it, Gaza, right? A lot of people think Gaza's in the Middle East. That isn't the case. Gaza is in Africa. The Middle East is not a continent. The Middle East is propaganda. You know what I mean? Egypt, Israel, they used to be in Africa until propaganda, and now they're in the Middle East. So you can think it's a different part of the world when really and truly all of these magnificent things and holy lands are in Africa. Supposed holy lands, I don't really know. But yeah, no, Gaza Strip, right? Okay. I did do a little bit of research on this. Bear with me now. So, this is my knowledge of this whole thing. This is my opinion on the whole thing. All killing needs to stop. Right? All killing needs to stop. I don't know exactly what Israel's idea is with carpet bombing Gaza, because we all know that there are civilians there. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that if you are more powerful and well funded by the most powerful military on the planet, that you shouldn't punch down. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is whose sins are worst, right? Um I don't know. I like gore to an extent. Like, I will go look up some shit and be like, I won't turn away from some crazy shit after the first time. Like, after the first flinch, I'll go watch it like 5, 6 more times. And I say that to say, I tried to find images of the babies. And when I was a kid, I watched Two Girls, One Cup, One Man, One Jar. That's on YouTube right now, just so you know. And it's what you think. But The whole point is all death needs to stop. Um, who's in the wrong though? I would say my personal opinion. I blame the 1% still. It won't get out of this one. I don't even blame Israel's government. I blame the 1% still because somebody stands to gain from all these unnecessary deaths. And it's only one person that I feel like is uh well, not one person, only one group of people that's truly going to benefit from app. Okay, I believe honestly that this is going to start World War III. And then there's going to be some like EMP shit. Then they're going to release the aliens. I don't know if the aliens will be before or after World War III. But I think World War III is only going to last like 3 real years, and then maybe 10, 15 years of apologizing and politics. Yeah, I don't see it lasting longer than 3 years. I think that the United States has created such a great gap of technological advances when it comes to military that the war shouldn't last, even with terrible generals on our side. Um, our overweight population, our soy boy population, I still think we can stomp out every other country on the planet easily. And I think that, but I think that the United States will drop a nuke on Gaza. I wholeheartedly believe that, but only because I seen this uh theory that the whole reason that Israel's carpet bombing Gaza is to clear a way to avoid the Suez Canal, which is a canal that runs through. I want to say I want to say it connects the Atlantic to the Indian Ocean. That would make sense to me. Let me make sure. Uh, yeah, North Atlantic to North Indian. But what was I? Oh yeah. So I believe that the 1% is attempting to carve out a new canal that they can have a stronghold on and move around whatever not 1% people are taking control of that canal there that's already existing, right? The Suez Canal. Um so yeah, I think that the third world war will be the first layer, the first mask on the third world war will be about religion, morality, and no, I think that's how it's going to be. But under that mask is a reason to drop a nuke on Gaza to pave a way for the new canal. And also, I think that the Third World War would have already started if everybody was like, if Free Palestine didn't start, I think that if everybody was on Israel's side, not Jewish people are a whole different conversation. We're talking about the country of Israel. If everybody was on not the nation of Israel, um, if everybody was on the nation of Israel's side, the Third World War would have already started. I wholeheartedly believe that. And it's really don't take everybody in the world. It's just the United States. So I guess we all thank TikTok because everybody on TikTok is clearly a genius with a master's degree in foreign affairs and international politics, because those ladies get on there and they know every fucking thing. I don't have a TikTok, but no, I do have a TikTok, but I don't be on TikTok. I just post and leave. But no, those ladies are genius. And that's pretty much my recap of everything. I'm going to be dropping episodes weekly now. I might even do a live stream. Who knows? It's your boy. That's pretty much that. So thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm gonna pay it forward entirely. Remember, everything is perspective, and you don't know everything. Oh, before we end this episode, let me speak about one more thing. I take myself very seriously, and let me get a little introspective real fast. And I think that's the reason why I took so long to drop an episode. When I want this to feel like random as fuck, but I have to sit down and do it, which makes it like kind of serious to me. Because, all right, I'm one of those people that also say like video games suck type shit. But video games don't really suck. You're just expecting something that isn't that. You expect all these new Call of Duties to be like Black Ops 2. That will never happen again. They're not Black Ops 2. So don't expect Black Ops 2. Just have fun doing whatever the fuck. You can't. That's. Expectations are a symptom of narcissism, right? Because who are you to say what this should be or could be? This isn't that. So just move accordingly to what it is. I remember I posted on Instagram one time, back in, I want to say college, like first year of college, maybe last year of high school or something. All my pictures on Instagram were like super, how do I say this? Meticulous. But I posted a picture that was like impromptu or whatever, improv. And it got the most likes ever. But I captioned it. I was like, I'm gonna do more pictures like this because in my real life, I'm not as serious. And people that be around me, I guess they know that. But no, I do take myself seriously when I'm doing something that I care about. So it's hard to balance the aspect of being aloof and taking myself seriously. So that's something that I'm going to attempt to do, is master that. Resume.